All right, so shalom, shalom again, Salakia. You know what I mean? This is I.S.U.P.K, Jamaica under commanding general, YAHANNA. The I.S.U.P.K started 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, 1969. I.S.U.P.K is run by commanding general YAHANNA, the one man with the rank and the authority to lead the nation of Israel, this, you know what I mean, today, you know what I mean, until YAHAWASHI come. See? I say, Yahweh Ba'asham YAHAWASHI Baraka Thumb to my brothers. Yahweh Shamar Thun Ba'asham YAHAWASHI to my sisters. See? So, all right, again, we are going at the topic of, you know what I mean, heaven and hell. And we're going to tie it in with the situation, the gold find. You know what I mean? Where them said, gold was found, which is not gold, you know. I know gold. See? I know gold. There's argument that gold might be in Jamaica, but, you know what I mean, what they found in Hanover, you know what I mean, don't seem to be gold, you understand? But we're going to cover that, you know what I mean, and we're going to cover the reaction of the people, you know what I mean, when they thought they found that gold, and we're going to tie it into heaven and hell, you know what I mean, we're going to show you why, you know what I mean, the people reacted in that way, see? Yeah, man. So remember to share around the class. You know what I mean? Again, I'm covering for Officer of 1,000 Abadawan. You understand? So just share around the class. You know what I mean? Like, subscribe to I.S.U.P.K Jamaica on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook. You know what I mean? Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. You know what I mean? All social media platforms. See? Yeah, man. So, all right. We're going to jump into the tape of when the people thought they found gold. You understand? And we're gonna break down the reaction. You know what I mean? It's kind of funny, you know. You know what I mean? The reaction of our people, because I don't know how people have a little style to you know. You know what I mean? We always, especially in a situation where we think we bingo, you understand? We always react in such a way that it's entertaining, but you know what I mean? It's sad more than anything else. I'm gonna show you why. You see? And this is not, you know what I mean, contrary to what other people want to say about the people's reaction, trying to belittle them, call them fool and all them things there. You know what I mean? Because them say what they found was fool goal. See? So the people them fool for them reaction. I show you say I'm not really fool. See? I'm not fool, you know. I'm gonna jump in at the tape right now. Remember, for as me say, like the video, share it around and things. See? All right.
Me start smoke gold. Gold me have to smoke. Whoa! Gold. Only thing I joke. See there. See beauty there. See quality there. Everything mixed up in a one. Gold, platinum, diamond, everything mixed up in one.
Property here now is from generation to generation. I am the one who live on this property at this time, but the other rest of generation they now live elsewhere. Well, it is this now. There's a house building up there, so which is for my niece. We're in my house there and the next side up there, as you can see. So them get a backhoe and them decide so they's going to dig them pit. So them start to dig the pit when Tuesday, and after about 10 feet down, we're in them say unusual style coming from out of the pit.
Oh God, I grow me, I'm find it. One heap of gold. One heap. Yeah, hey, gold them at me. It's shiny. It gold is solid. Think that it's solid. Think that it drop, it can't mash. It's solid, think yeah. It's solid. It's solid. Whoa!
So the unusual style now, it carries some gold looking thing. It's a mineral. So people now from all over come now and say look like gold. So them start to graduate the earth and find things them looking like gold. But we don't know because we don't get the right people them to come to test to find out if it's really gold. So no one don't confirm it says gold or whatever type of material as yet.
General, we need something about it because we want money. Because we find gold mine. See them here, man. We find whole heap of gold mine, man. Whole heap of gold mine, and we want Andrew Wellness here because we want whole heap of something. And whole heap more about too. Yeah? We want him and money for we gold them. Yeah, calling Andrew Wellness telling that we want him quick. Telling that we want him now because we got the gold and we find the gold. Yes, a long time we look for this in Jamaica and now we find it. And I know we need it. We need them to come now. Because we want money for the gold. And the piece of property that we want money. So everything can run good. Jamaica, there we see a better Jamaica now. Yes, money, better Jamaica we see. Gold here, gold mine. See it here. People, wanna think a joke, wanna think a joke. Hold on there. Wanna think a joke, people. Wanna think a joke. See there. See beauty there. See quality there. Everything mixed up in a one. Gold, platinum, diamond, everything mixed up in one. Come, people. Come, Andrew Wellness. Come, look for me. My name Crow, look for me when they come. Yes, because me have some where we need to get reader. And we need to go through process. And we don't want to come trick with we gold them. Gold. We have it real top gold. See them here? See them here? See them here? Gold, me put them nervous. Me put them nervous and gold. Me put them nervous. Gold. Gold. Gold.
Graduating college and to quote in
All right, for some reason, a while ago, TikTok claim, you know what I mean, will violate something with the live. So I don't know how I go on with that. But anyway, see, the reaction of the people when them think them find gold, you know what I mean? Many people laugh, ridicule them, say, of course, you know, the brother behavior, you know what I mean? It entertaining for the most part, but people say them dunce and them fool and them this and them that. Well, I guess, how would we, the poor, know what gold look like? You understand? How would poor people know what is gold and what is not gold? If you're digging at the back in your backyard, see, and you see something look, you know what I mean, strange, different from other side, you know what I mean, which, you know what I mean, resemble what you think gold look like. We don't have the, you know what I mean, we are not experts to know whether or not that is gold. You know what I mean? But the reaction is funny, it's comedic. See? People classify it as them being dunce and fool, and you know what I mean, they call it fool's gold. You understand what they found down there, but because it's not real gold. But you know what this really shows? This does show that, you know what I mean, the most type people poor. You understand? That's all this show, you know, this does, you know what I mean? This does unearth the poverty where our people are going through, you know. That's all it does, you know. It's not that our people fool, it's not that our people now no sense. It just shows, say, yo, we're poor and we're in a poverty. You understand? And the excitement that comes with thinking that, you know what I mean, we have found gold or stricken, you know what I mean, struck oil, so to speak. You see? Is anybody would be excited. You understand? Anybody would be excited thinking that they have found gold. You understand? But of course, society are going to ridicule, notice, you know what I mean? The Star newspaper, you know what I mean? That brother was not the only one there, you know, but that brother was the one doing the most. So the Star, you know what I mean, push out that, always showing the negative side of our people. You understand? Because of what? You know what I mean? There's no respect for our people. Of course, we know them interview more people where, you know what I mean, would have said, give more, where they call it reasonable, you know what I mean, conversation surrounding what they found, like the brother, you know what I mean, in the glasses that say, you know what I mean, him want people come around and test it and find out for real. But them highlight our worst imagery, so to speak, you understand? But all it does is just show that our leaders, you know what I mean? All right, so Gilbert Burton said that doesn't look like gold. All right, well, you know what I mean? In many other videos, you will see where some of it have the color, probably at a night, but some of it have the color that looks kind of like gold, you know? You know what I mean? Me, personally, I don't know what gold look like when them dig it up. You understand? And when me see it, me that wonder too, if a gold. You know what I mean? Of course, we know that if it was actual gold now, you'd have the government come in and You know, those people would have been displaced. You know what I mean? They would have just lost access to that place. You understand? But anybody who don't know what gold look like in its, where I call it now, in its primitive form, would I get tricked too? You understand? But them portrait like the people, them fool and them dunce and rare and blah, blah, blah. But all it show is that, you know what I mean, people who are out of this poverty. You understand? That's all it show, that the most high people poor. See? We're going to jump to the book of Jeremiah. You understand? Chapter, Slakia. 1 second. Chapter 14 and 2. And it says, Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. Right? When it says gates languish, it talk about, you know what I mean, with leadership. We are poor because of our, you know what I mean, poor leadership that we have. You know what I mean? Our leaders have failed. That is why we are poor. You understand? And being so poor that, you know what I mean, when we think we have struck gold, that we make a fool of ourselves. And they highlight the foolishness. You see? You understand? But this does, as I say, show that we are poor. And it says, Judah mourneth. You know what I mean? In every garrison, you see poverty and you see mourning. You understand? Complaint about, you know what I mean, not having enough, not earning enough, can't pay the bills. You know what I mean? Not being able to survive properly. You understand? Or living hand to mouth. For lack of a better way of explaining it. We're poor. We're mourning. You know what I mean? And he said, Judah mourneth, which, you know what I mean? Judah is talking about the Jews. You know what I mean? At one point, them refer to the Jews as Benjamin, of the tribe of Levi and Judah, because they were living in the same area in Judea, around about Jerusalem area, you know what I mean, where the temple was and thing. So, you know what I mean? We here in Jamaica would be considered the Jews as well. You understand? Even though Jews is short for Judah. So it's a Judah mourneth. That way you see that, brother, you know what I mean? The behavior where you see that, brother, showing is just we in mourning. You understand? You might look at him and you say, well, him not look like him a mourn. His behavior, thinking that he has gained some riches, show that him poor. That's all it do. Show how poor our people is. So it's a Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. You understand? Because we're poor. You know what I mean? We're destroyed as a people. You understand? And the image that they portray of our people out there is never a pleasant one. It's never one for make we look good. You know what I mean? Even in, you know what I mean? Even a different news broadcast where they would have probably, they were probably on a crime scene or a murder scene. Whenever they must show, them show the most, you know what I mean? The most illiterate of our people, so to speak. People who them know them can get a sound bite off and all of them things. You understand? Them don't show we in a respectable manner. And that's something we common with these media houses. Them always show the worst of it. You understand? Even in the United States. You understand? And it's so funny because guess what I go on? Here in Jamaica, you don't really see the oppressor so much. And for the most part, in the United States, is usually an oppressor doing the interview. You know what I mean? We show you that here in Jamaica are the same type of, you know what I mean, mentality rules over the children of Israel. At the same oppressor perspective, we are being looked at. True. You understand? So them portray we as the worst people in the garrison, and the people who leave out of the garrison and think them become a part of society, them look down upon them own people as the worst. So that's just the mentality of this place. Always showing the worst of us. You understand? And the reason why we behave like this is because of our poverty, our low state that we are in. Poor as a people. Lack of education because we have no proper leader. You understand? We don't know who we are as a people. And anybody, any nation of people who don't know who they are, would behave like this. You understand? Any nation of people who, you know what I mean, who have been poor all them life would behave like this if they thought they struck gold. You understand? So it's not a situation where you should mock the most highest people because of them low state. You understand? And then behavior because they thought they have found a way out of their poverty. You understand? You should not mock the Most High people because guess what? One day we will walk a street of gold. See? We may have not struck in gold right now or stricken gold right now, but guess what? Go on. We will walk a street of gold. You know what I mean? When our kingdom is here on earth. When YAHANNA Mashiach come. You understand? These other nations, they are the ones who is going to bring gold and come give it. See? So right now, it don't seem like it's gold. You know what I mean? Right now, it don't look like that brother's poverty has changed. See? But one day, that brother will be in a world where the streets are, you know what I mean, gold. And the other nation will bring that very gold to his people to make feed people rich. You know what I mean? And we won't have to behave like that when, you know what I mean, when we see gold, because gold would be just a common thing to us. You understand? It won't be anything special. You understand? But poverty will make you behave like that. You understand? All right. We're going to jump to another scripture. See, we're going to jump to the book of Revelations. See, remember, if you like the video, share it on all social media platform. You know the thing already. If you have questions, just leave it in the chat. You know the thing already. All right, let me look at this. 1 second. So Pancho Venegas says shalom. Yeah, man. Shalom, brother. See? From Texas. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. See? All right, so we're going to jump to another scripture. This is the book of Revelations. You understand? And it says, I know thy work and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich, talking about the real Jews. So the Most High make, you know what I mean, the children of Israel know that he knows our poverty and tribulation where we go through, but we're rich. You know what I mean? So we're poor now. We're in a poverty now. We have faced tribulation and we work hard to come out of this tribulation, and there seem to be no end right now. See? But in honesty, we are rich. Why? Because the promise of the kingdom of heaven is ours. The rulership of this earth truly belongs to the children of Israel, the poor people, the rejected people of this earth right now who are now in Jamaica. You know what I mean? Who the media of Jamaica portray in a bad light. See? You are rich. You're not physically rich right now, but you're rich in spirit. And that is what you see that brother with. Of course, he was a little bit drunk, but you know what I mean? We're rich in spirit. You know what I mean? And this rich in spirit, you know what I mean, makes us the salt of the earth. That is the gift that the Most High gives to his people that makes us survive, even though we are at the bottom of society. Zane, we have that rich spirit that keeps us alive, keep us going, even though, you know what I mean, any other nation who suffered what we suffered would probably gone extinct. You understand? But we are able to survive with the little that we have. You know what I mean? And it puzzles our oppressors and the other nation as to how we survive. But we survive because truly we are rich. We are rich in spirit. And that spirit, you know what I mean, that the Most High gives us, keeps us, you know what I mean, going. You understand? Even though we are suffering over here, even though them put things in place to, you know what I mean, there are so many things that them have in place to destroy us, and that just don't work. It just don't work. You know what I mean? No matter what them do, it just can't work. Them can't kill we off as a people. You know what I mean? No witchcraft where them put against us can't work. You understand? Nothing at all. Don't work against the children of Israel. Why? Because we are rich. And even though we are not rich now physically, we'll be rich physically when our King YAHANNA come. Let me continue read. Let me read. This is the book of Revelation again, 2:9, and it says, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Right? So you have another people now who would not behave like this. They would not behave like this if they thought they have found gold, because they have all the gold in the world. You know what I mean? They have all the gold in the world. They own all the banks, all the major industries in the world. You know what I mean? Them own the diamond district. The hell with gold, them own the diamond district. See? These are the fake Jews. You know what I mean? The Most High say he knows the blasphemy of them. Why? Because they claim to be the real Jews. You know what I mean? And they are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. That's all they are. They are the synagogue of Satan. See? They pretend to be the real Jews. You know what I mean? Sit in our spot, occupying our homeland or a small portion of our homeland, calling themselves the real Jews. You know what I mean? And the Most High calls that blasphemy. Why the Most High call that blasphemy? When we look up the word blasphemy, see? When we look up the word blasphemy and show you what the Most High is really saying right now. See? Blasphemy, an action or offense of speaking sacrilegiously about God or sacred things, right? So, you know what I mean? It's an offense to the Most High by them calling themselves Jews. It's blasphemy to the Most High. It's offensive. Why? Because the real Jews are important to the Most High. Hence the reason why I'm saying he knows our work and poverty and tribulation, but we are rich. You know what I mean? Because he has not forgotten about us. But it is offensive to him when there you have another people calling themselves the real Jews. And these same people are the ones behind how we are portrayed in the media. You know what I mean? We are portrayed as the word. I think it's a protocol because of the same thing we see at Jamaica. I think the protocol is right across the board where wherever we are portrayed in the worst light ever. You understand? And all we are is poor. You understand? All we are is uneducated because of our poverty. See? And them portray us, and them don't stop, you know. Them continuously portray us in a light that is always negative. Them don't stop right around the clock. You understand? It is disrespectful to the Most High that them call themselves the real Jews. Because, you know what I mean, the real Jews are precious to the Most High. The real Jews who they disrespect every day and claim to be. You understand? The Most High call them the synagogue of Satan. You understand? Remember to share around the class and thing. You understand? Share around the class, you know, a thing already. I.S.U.P.K, Jamaica. This is the Wednesday night law class, filling in for officer of 1,000 Abadawan. You know what I mean? All right. We're going to jump to some more scriptures. See? We're going to jump to let me just segue off into the heaven and hell topic. You understand? We're tie it in. You know what I mean? 1 second. All right, so we'll jump to the book of Matthew chapter 6 and 10, and it says, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Right, so the Most High kingdom will come on earth when YAHANNA forward. See, when YAHANNA forward, he will set up the kingdom of the Most High. He will put Israel back in their rightful position as true rulers of this earth. And YAHANNA will rule on the throne of David. You understand? But the Christian church would have you think that, you know what I mean, this is talking about, our heaven is talking about us floating off into space. When heaven will be here on earth, you know what I mean, our heaven. You see the reason why we are, you know what I mean, we behave like that when we think we found riches is because of our poverty and because we are in hell. This is the oppressor's heaven, you know, and this is our hell. You understand? And this hell that we are in have us in a completely destroyed state. See? But the Most High make you know, say, yo, his kingdom will come. And same way how it's up there in heaven, it will be here on earth. You know what I mean? And we won't be so destroyed as we are today. You understand? We're not going to destroy it anymore. We're not going to frighten for gold. You know what I mean? We're not going to frighten when we think we find gold, because guess what go on? We are going to have so much gold that it don't matter. You know what I mean? We're going to have so much wealth that it don't even matter. At this time, we're going in our heaven. You know what I mean? We're not going in the oppressor's hell, or we're not going in the hell under the oppressor like we are today. So, wealth won't, you know, when we see things that resemble gold, you understand? We jump to another scripture. This is the book of Matthew 10 and 28, and it says, and fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him with and body in hell. And that is what we are experiencing right now. We are being destroyed in this place. You know what I mean? In this hell. You understand? Soul and body. You understand? Soul and body being destroyed because what? We suffer slavery. You know what I mean? Continuously being oppressed as a people. To the point that we are destroyed as a people. We're destroyed. You know what I mean? We are absolutely destroyed as a people. That is what you see, you know what I mean, on camera every day. You know what I mean? With our people being shown in a terrible light because we're destroyed. You understand? And let me just break down this door. See, it says, fear not them which kill the body. And that is talking about the oppressor and those who are able to take away somebody's life. You understand? Don't fear them, but are not able to kill the soul. I want you to pay attention to this too. And this will help you understand that hell is not a place that you die and go to. You understand? Or else it would say, fear them that are able to kill the body. Because by saying, don't fear them that can kill the body, but can't kill the soul, you know what I mean? It go against the whole Christian notion that hell is a place where you die and go to, because in that sense, now you should fear somebody who can kill you and send you to hell. But hell is not a place where you die and go to. This is what this is saying. So don't fear them which can kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul. Right? And it continues, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. You understand? So fear the Most High, because he can destroy you both soul and body in hell. You understand? So hell is not a place where you die and go to, because, you know what I mean, then you would have to fear death. See? But hell is a place where your body and your soul live together, and that is here on earth. You understand? So fear the man who can destroy both your body and your soul here on earth. You understand? Because in this condition that we are in right now, this is hell. Suffering under the oppressor, that is the hell that we live. You understand? Remember, I just show you that heaven, you know what I mean, or the kingdom of heaven, or the Most High's kingdom will be here on earth. That is what Christians call heaven, you know. See? That is when Christ come and everything is, you know what I mean, good again, and everything is good now. That is what Christians call heaven. But the Bible, I make you know, Matthew 6 and 10 let you know that will be here on earth. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. So, if the kingdom of heaven is here on earth, that means hell has to be here on earth. And that is what Matthew 10 and 28 is saying. When it says, fear not them which kill the body. You understand? But rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. See? So, killing the body does not send you to hell. It's when you kill soul and body. That is what, you know what I mean? That is what takes place in hell. And your body, when your body dies, it goes to the grave and it rotten. You know what I mean? Ants and worms and all of them things, they eat your body. You know what I mean? And your soul, you know what I mean, goes back to the Most High. So that can't be hell. Hell is here where your body and your soul live together. You understand? Because your soul have to be present for your body to live. You understand? And according to this hell, what the Most High is talking about. your soul and your body is destroyed there simultaneously. You understand? Yeah, man. So don't follow the Christian church. This is your hell. The poverty that we live in is hell. The murder that we witness every day, you understand, is hell. You understand? The traumatized, that we are traumatized growing up in the garrison, the things that we have seen, that is hell, brethren. You know what I mean? The police brutality, hell. Growing up without a father, hell. You understand? Having, you know what I mean, have to fend for yourself at an early age in life, hell. Then being molested, you know what I mean, hell. Being molested in that Christian church, hell. You know what I mean? Our people are destroyed in this place. You understand? Soul and body. See? That is hell. You understand? Yeah, man. And that is the reason why we behave the way we behave as a people. You know what I mean? And that is why these, you know what I mean, this oppressive system have so much ammunition when they portray us in the media. They can just show, you know what I mean, so many negatives about our people because there's so many negatives there. You understand? And they don't seek to find out the positive, which is rare, you know. The positive rare because guess what go on now? We in a hell. But nobody have any interest to show us in a good light, not even our own people. You understand? We're going to jump to another scripture. This is the book of Revelation 5 and 10, and it says, and has made us unto our God kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth. So don't watch that, you know what I mean, that field goal fine in Hanover. We will reign on this earth as kings and priests. You understand? Which is what Christians call heaven. Which this is what Christians, you know what I mean, read, misinterpret, and then think about floating off into heaven. You understand? But this I tell you, say we are going to reign upon the earth. We the children of Israel, we are going to rule upon the earth. We are going to rule our oppressors. You know what I mean? The slave master will be the slave. You understand? That is what our future, you know what I mean, holds as a people. You understand? Let me see what I go on so. You're right, brother. Carl Black say it is, you know what I mean? Him say it's funny how the Most High place us in a location filled with natural resource. We fail to learn how to unite and protect what we have from invaders. You know what I mean? You're so right, brother. See? So much natural resource. And hey, and don't get me wrong, gold might even be here in Jamaica. Because I know the first time you hear about, you know what I mean, gold find in Jamaica, even 10 years ago and a couple of years ago again, you know what I mean, they might talk about gold mining in Jamaica, you know what I mean. So probably them know say gold there, you know what I mean. Who to tell probably what the people them find, who knows? Probably what the people them find, them close because them say, yo, wherever you find that full gold, normally you have gold nearby for true. So, you know what I mean, who knows? See? Who knows? But we know, say, yo, if gold is found, we know the people are going to benefit our fight. You understand? Because guess what? Like Carl Black said a while ago, so many other resources there we don't benefit from it. You know what I mean? Them sell out all the resources from the backside to everything. You know what I mean? Everything them sell out. You understand? So Carl Black are not really necessarily the people them alone, you know. It's just we leaders. Because, all right, let me show you something. You see another video where, you know what I mean, the people them who think them find gold. See? A person say, you see, you notice how we not fight over nothing. We don't, everybody just come and them just, you know what I mean, dig gold and, you know what I mean, it's funny still, you know. See? And nobody now war and nobody now fight and you know what I mean? So when you check it, are not really necessary. Let me tell you something. The reason why we fight and not unite, you know. Let me tell you, this is the reason why we not share as a people. We don't share because we all right. It's like when you put a hungry dog or hungry dogs in a cage. You know what I mean? And you throw one piece of bone in the cage. Them dogs, they will kill each other for it because what? It can't share, but make you put enough food in there. You understand? Enough food in there and you don't keep these dogs hungry. You understand? Eventually, everybody are going to get something to eat. You understand? Well, we know dogs will fight, but we not literally call the people them dog, but what me I try to say is, you know what I mean? The reason why we don't share and we deal with each other like how we deal with each other is because the resources that them give to the people, it's scarce. You understand? Because our poverty is the reason why a man don't trust a next man and a man don't share with a next man because they keep us all poor. You understand? So I really will leaders and Jamaica no poor no. You know what I mean? The British and the Spanish supposed to tell you that Jamaica no poor because why else would they come and, you know what I mean, and want slaves to cultivate Jamaica? You understand? And we did cultivate Jamaica and make them rich. See? We did make them rich. You understand? And there's so much more resource still here. But what? We the people, them, you know what I mean? The poor people of Jamaica don't get to enjoy that resource. It's usually the other nations, you know what I mean, being allowed to come and enjoy the resource and reap and make themselves rich. And our leaders, them just eat a food off it. And then tell us that, you know what I mean, nothing now go on. Put us in debt because of them borrowing. You understand? Put us under the bondage of the oppressor. Because our leaders, to be honest, is not really our leaders. Them just carry out the bidding of our oppressor. So, you know what I mean? You can also say them hands, them can't do no better. Them, you know what I mean? Kind of like them really in charge. You understand? But that is the kind of leaders who have people who can't really lead us. That's why I will tell you every day that the only leaders we have is here in the I.S.U.P.K and the Commanding General, YAHANNA. Because our hands are not tied. You understand? That's why you need to support the I.S.U.P.K. See? Support the I.S.U.P.K so that the I.S.U.P.K can send truckload of food and clothes, you know what I mean, to the poor of our people. Because our leaders, them not do it. The Christian church not do it. You understand? The pastor make himself rich. The pastor, in your poverty, the pastor will take your tithes, make himself rich. You know what I mean? And when you need some help, the pastor will tell you to go pray. And when you go pray, when you go on your knees and rub out your knee them on the ground for prayer. See? And nothing not happen because no God not in the Christian church except the idols of the oppressor. See? Then when it don't work out, the praying and the fasting in a Christian church don't work out. The pastor tell us you don't have enough faith. You need more faith like him. You understand? When all his faith is getting your money. That is what his faith is. Getting what you give to him and him tell us him bless. But I really you bless him, you know. I really you bless him. You are the one that bless him, not God. If you know what I mean? God would put him to death, but you keep him, you know what I mean? You keep him nourished. You keep him well dressed and you keep him wearing, you know what I mean, the best shoes, driving the best cars. You know what I mean? You are the one blessing him. You understand? But him I will tell us that God bless him. And him will tell us the reason why you don't bless is because you don't have enough faith and you need to sow a seed. You need to give him more money. You understand? Meanwhile, when it comes to give him back to the poor, the people them who support him, he's not going to do it because, you know what I mean, it's a religion of greed. You understand? See, that is Christianity. You know what I mean? That is a Christian church that teaches that hell is a place where you die and go to, and it's a terrible place. That place hell, that concept of hell, where you go to a place and burn forever and ever, is the Romans them created that concept, you know. I don't remember if it's the Roman Catholics, but it's a Roman concept. And it's a terrible thing. And as you can see, the Romans them are you know what I mean, skilled when it comes to torture, because that place is the worst torture you can ever think about. You see, the same Romans are the ones that nail our King Yahushua Mashiach, which the world calls Jesus Christ on the cross, you know. That is a method of torture, you know. See? That is a method of torture. You understand? They are skilled and they are oppressors. You know, if you even say, you know, if you even say Romans, just say oppressor, because the oppressor is so skilled at torture that him create, you know what I mean, him create a place where you go and burn forever, ever, 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 and say if you go against the God of his religion, that is where you are going. You understand? When the Bible never said that. Bible never said that. The Bible says hell is here upon earth. You know what I mean? The sufferation that we suffer. You know what I mean? That is hell. Zin, I get back to reading some scripture. All right. Yeah, man. So it says, Revelation 5 and 10, and has made us unto our God kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth. Right. That is heaven. When we are kings and we are princes or priests, and we are reigning on earth. You understand? That is heaven. That is our heaven. Our heaven is not a place where you have to die and go to. You know what I mean? And so you have to die and go to, if you don't follow Christianity, if you don't believe in that white Jesus, you have to look on the brainwash, you know. The brainwash is strong, you know. You know what I mean? And if you learn it from your young, you know, it's hard to come out of it, you know. Because, you know, children are easily frightened. You understand? And we learn from we young, say, yo, if we don't obey the Christian church, if we don't love that white Jesus, see, we're going to go to a place. Just remember the first, you know what I mean, thought you had about hell when you're young. You go to a place where you burn forever and ever, and you can't dead, you just a burn. And then you picture how hot fire is. And you say, you're going to burn forever. And then you know them are going to turn it up now, you know, them are going to tell you, say, and the fire hot like the sun. Them think hey, that alone will traumatize you, you know, because that will make you walk around fearing death, looking at death worse than what death is. You understand? That concept alone will make you walk around in fear. You get what me I say? That concept alone will make you blow everything further out of proportion than it really needs to be. You understand? You look at this world from a dark, it's dark, you know, that world is dark, you know. But the angle of Christianity, this world is, and you can understand, say Christians don't have, you know what I mean, Christians have a mental problem, because if you really believe that, you know, brother, say, when you're dead, you go to a place where you burn forever, ever, ever, ever. You have to, that now go left you unscared, you know, brother. You go scared. And as a youth, as me say, growing up, if you grew up in a Christian church, you're not even have to grow up in a Christian church. You understand? You will grow traumatized just because of that alone. Yet alone, the other things them what you see happen in a society that is traumatic. You understand? Yeah, man, just the concept there alone will traumatize you. And that concept is what lock, you know what I mean, our people into the brainwash of Christianity, because them don't want to go to that place. It's hard for them to accept the truth. Because even though them know that Christian pastor is a child molester, you know what I mean, them afraid to go against the religion and that white Jesus, because guess what go on, them don't want to go to that place called hell. And bear in mind, you know, the Christian church don't save anybody from sin, you know. Sin is a double evil way to do, you know. The Christian church, it teaches say you can sin, but you have to just be here. So it make it easier to be in the Christian church. And it make it difficult to turn your back upon the Christian mindset, because it's easy to stay in the Christian church, because there you can be a whore and a homosexual, a thief, and whatever you want to be in there. But you will be saved from a place where you burn forever and ever. But once you leave the church, or many people left the church, you know, but them still have that Christian mindset, because Them afraid to let go of it. See, them don't want to let go of that because them believe in that place where you die and go to and burn. So, you know what I mean? Seeing that if you're in the church already, you can continue breaking the Most High laws. Them not see it different if you're still a Christian in your mind outside of the church breaking the Most High laws. The only connection them have to heaven is believing in Jesus, and that the Christian church tell them. But they will never let go that white Jesus, because once them let go that white Jesus, them are going to go to hell and burn forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And trust me, that alone will keep them locked into Christianity, Virgin. I tell you. Yeah, man. And it's difficult for them to overcome, just like the spirit of Christmas. Because the spirit of Christmas in you from your little. Zane, and you love Christmas, and you remember all the gifts them where you get on Christmas. Well, not so much in the garrison, but the festivities and the spirit of Christmas. When you grow up, seeing it hard for you to let go of it. Celebrating your birthday, New Year's, all them things there. It hard for you to let go of it. You understand? I see them where you hard for let go of the concept of hell. It's the same fear where you have for that Christian church and that Christian pastor because of that hell. See? It's the same fear you have today. So when somebody come to you and make you know that the Christian church is the house of Satan, in your mind, you will never dare go against the Christian church because you don't want to burn in that place called hell when you die. You understand? And of course, on the other hand, now, them have a concept of heaven where you die and go to. So when you die, pick which one you want to go. You want to go to heaven or you want to go to hell. But in both cases, you have to die. You know what I mean? And enough ways, the concept of dying and going to heaven, you know what I mean? Worse than the concept of dying and go to hell, because guess what, go on? Now you think that your only chance of getting to heaven is if you're dead. And that is what the oppressor want you to just die and get, you know what I mean, good riddance. So him teach you that the only way you can get, you know what I mean, a heaven is if you die. You understand? So we are now going to get it here on earth. You have to dead first. Because the oppressor want us to just die. You understand? And that is evil. And that is pushed in Christianity. All right, we're going to jump to another scripture. We're going to jump to the book of Ecclesiastes 3:16. And it said, and moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. Let me find it. Ecclesiastes. 1 second. 3:16. Read some more, right? KJV. All right. Let me read it again. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. See? So, you know what I mean? Solomon, who is the author of Ecclesiastes, see? Him say, he saw under the sun the place of judgment. You know what I mean? The Christian church tell us, no, you die. You know what I mean? And then you get judged. But here on earth is where you get judged, under the sun. Because the earth is under the sun. When you look up into the sky, you see the sun. What is under the sun? The earth. So the place of judgment is here on earth. That is where you get punished for your sin. But the Christian church tell us, no, man. When you die, then you go to hell, or then you go to heaven. When it's here on earth, let me continue reading, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. You know what I mean? Verse 17, I said in mine heart, God shall judge the righteous and the wicked. You know what I mean? For there, where it say for there, it talk about the earth, the place under the sun. Then, for there is a time for every purpose and every work. So under the sun, you have a time for every works and purpose. You understand? So the judgment is here on earth. If, you know what I mean, if you live a terrible life in your life past, you will suffer your hell here on earth. Like we do here, you know what I mean, in Jamaica, from the tribe of Benjamin, from the 12 tribes of Israel. We suffer our slavery here in Jamaica. This is our hell. Jamaica is our hell, you know. The garrison them in Jamaica is our hell. You understand? The inner city in America is our hell. You know what I mean? The inner cities in Mexico, Guatemala is our hell. You know what I mean? The reservation is our hell. You understand? Because we broke the Most High's covenant and we suffer, you know what I mean, our punishment here under the sun. You know what I mean? By reincarnation, you were born back in the hell, so you can't escape it. But it's not a place where you die and you go to. Here upon earth it there. You understand? Right here on earth. You know what I mean? Right here upon earth, you suffer your punishment. You know what I mean? Or you get your reward. And as a nation, we have not gotten our reward yet. Our reward will go forward when our king forward. YAHANNA Mashiach, who the world called Jesus Christ. When him forward, we are going in our heaven as a nation. You know what I mean? Some of our people might be enjoying the oppressor's heaven right now because they're rich. That is not heaven. That is just you experiencing wealth in the oppressor's heaven. You understand? And in enough cases, it's on the left-hand side. You know what I mean? Enough cases upon the left-hand side. See? So, we are not in our heaven, regardless if you're rich. You know what I mean? You live lavish and all them things there. You know, we're not in a heaven. We are still as a nation of people, we're in a hell. And we are suffer. You understand? All right. Right. Carl Black said the oppressor is also a master hunter. You're right. You know what I mean? He was blessed with the sword. You understand? That's why them do a lot of hunting, you know? Yeah, man, shooting deers and all them things. Then them create all the weaponry where you see on the earth. You know what I mean? The Most High bless them with the sword. That is all them gain power on this earth through, you know what I mean, through the sword. You understand? You understand? Yeah, man, the Christian church is the house of lies, man. You know what I mean? And the worst part of it, them tell lie upon the Bible, upon the Most High, and claim to be the house of God. See? And then claim to be the house of God, and that is so evil. You understand? All right, I'll jump to some more scriptures. I'll jump to the book of Deuteronomy 32, see, and verse 22. All right, this is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 32 and 22, and it says, "For a fire is kindled in mine anger, and shall burn unto the lowest hell." Right, so the Most High make you know, say, yo, a fire is kindled in his anger, and it shall burn unto the lowest hell. You know what I mean? Christians read this, and in their mind, it is a confirmation that hell is a place where you burn. When the Most High say a fire is kindled in his anger, it never say a fire is kindled in hell. You understand? And it shall burn unto the lowest hell, and it shall consume the earth. Right. So what you know? So hell is here on earth, because if it burns unto the lowest hell, you know what I mean, and consume the earth, that means that hell is here on earth. You understand? And bear in mind, this is metaphor, same way, you know. See, all of this is metaphor. But what you have to understand is that hell is not a place where you die and go to. You understand? Let me continue reading. With her increase, so it burn up the earth with her increase. So the Most Time I can know, so whenever he's angry, you know what I mean, the earth suffer feet. You know what I mean? His anger burn to the lowest state upon the earth. You understand? Those on the earth are going to feel it. You understand? And that will be a hellish state. Let me continue reading. and set on fire the foundations of the mountains, right? So it set on fire the foundation of the mountains. So are you telling me that mountains are in the place where you die and go to? No, mountains are here on earth. You understand? And as I say, it's also a metaphor too. So it'll make you know, say, yo, the mountains are talk about leadership, governance, governments. You understand? So it's set on fire. You know what I mean? Rulership. Mean destroy rulership. Take kingdoms. You know what I mean? Destroy kingdoms. Whenever the Most High get angry, kingdoms fall. Like America is about to fall. You understand? When the Most High anger is released, brethren, the earth feel it. Kingdom topples. World war take place. You understand? Yeah, man. So this hell is not referring to a place where you die and go to. This hellish state is here on earth. You know what I mean? And as I say, we as the children of Israel, we are currently in our hell, and the oppressor is in his heaven. You understand? We're going to jump to another scripture. We're going to jump to the book of Revelation. Revelation chapter 21 and 2. In. Gilbert, one second. Gilbert Burton, seeing yesterday, last night, you said that you never get to sign up the sign-up sheet. All right, what I did, I replied to your comment and I uploaded the link so you can, you know what I mean? Next time, if you don't see it, if you don't get to see it, you know what I mean, just check the message, check the message section or the chat. You understand? As a matter of fact, let me just upload it now so you can see it. All right. But yesterday, after you send the message, I uploaded it. So hopefully you saw it. One second. All right, so it's sign in and sign out here. So you sign in, and then at the end of the class, you sign out. See? So this is the sign in. So you just follow out the sign in. You know what I mean? From now on, we're going to start put it at the beginning of the class. You know what I mean? So just sign in, and at the end of the class, you know what I mean, we're going to upload it again. So upload the sign out section. All right. All right, we're going to jump to our scripture now. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 21 and 2, and it says, "And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband." That is the holy city, New Jerusalem. You know what I mean? That is where, that will be our capital city. Same like how Jerusalem was our capital, which we know the Romans destroyed. You know what I mean? The Romans overthrew Jerusalem. We fled. Many of us fled into Africa. Most of us, you know what I mean? Slakia, you know what I mean? Fled into Africa. You understand? And now our homeland is occupied by the oppressor. Now this New Jerusalem will come down from God. You know what I mean? That will be our capital city. And Revelation tell you how it will look. You understand? And this is a good segue off into where me go touch upon to, you know. This is a good segue. See? All right, I see him 21, right? See? Yeah, man, good segue. All right, so it say, one second. So Revelation 21 and 2. Well, let me just read 21 and 1, seeing that, you know what I mean, more side there in verse 20, chapter 21. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. Verse 2, and I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, come down from God out of heaven, right? So, this is talk about our kingdom now, where we have a rule from, you understand? The Christian church, they don't explain this in the Christian church. You understand? Because now this will tell you that Christ's kingdom is here on earth. But the Christian church would rather you think that you die and you go to one place. See? When it's here on earth, we will rule. See? So it says, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. Right? So it will be a beautiful city. You understand? All right, let me jump down now. Let me scroll down. See? All right, let's jump to 17. And it says, and he measured the wall thereof 144 cubits, according to the measurement of a man, that is, of the angel. You understand? Verse 18. And the building of the wall of it was jasper, and the city was pure gold, like unto clear glass. Right. So tying to the gold find now. You know what I mean? And we are mocked when we think we find gold. You understand? Because we are in poverty. But we will rule this earth. And when we rule our kingdom, you know what I mean? The walls of our cities will be pure gold. You know what I mean? Like unto glass, mean clear gold. You understand? So that I show you say that will be an abundance of gold. See, gold won't be a thing that gold would be no different from cement. You know what I mean? Gold would be like cement, because if the city itself was of pure gold, you understand? Gold come like cement. You see what I say? So, you know what I mean? We might be in poverty now, and suffer poverty and poor and, you know what I mean, suffering, wishing that we find gold. But one day, gold would be nothing to us, because what? We will be so rich as a people. We will be ruling this earth. You know what I mean? Let me continue reading verse 19. And the foundation of the wall of the city was garnished with all manner of precious stone. You know what I mean? Just like how the temple in Jerusalem was, the walls were garnished with all manner of precious stone. Like gold was on the wall and all manner of precious stone within the wall itself. See? The first foundation was jasper, the second sapphire, the third a chalcedony, the fourth an emerald. Verse 20. The fifth sardonyx, the sixth sardius, the seventh chrysolite, the eighth beryl, the ninth a topaz, the 10th a chrysoprasus, the 11th a jacinth, the 12th an amethyst. Those are stones that many of them I have never even heard of. You understand? Verse 21. And the 12 gates were 12 pearls. Every several gate was of one pearl, and the street of the city was pure gold. So even the street, you understand, was paved with gold, or will be paved with gold. That is so much riches. That is the amount of riches that we will have. And that is not too far away, you know. We'll just make you know. You know what I mean? Of course, we don't know exactly the time when our king will forward, but we know that we're in the last part right now for this wicked kingdom. Because the Most High right now is, you know what I mean, putting war in place and, you know what I mean, all sort of pestilence plaguing this place right now. You understand? That's why it's important for we come back to the Most High in such a crucial time like now, because guess what? The changing of the guard are going to take place soon. You know what I mean? The oppressor will fall off of him throne soon. And it will be time for us to rule this earth. You know what I mean? Under our King, YAHANNA. And it will make you know, say, yo, our kingdom will be a glorious kingdom. Our kingdom will be the kingdom that the oppressor wish he could have. We look at the oppressor kingdom today and we say, yo, what a glorious kingdom he have. You know what I mean? So wealthy, so rich, So rich that them print the money that we use and then can give, you know what I mean, billions of dollars to fight wars, you know what I mean, to countries that, you know what I mean, have no connection to them, to fight war, billions of dollars. And yet still our people in the inner city in America, the black people in America are poor, the Hispanics are poor. Yet still them keep out the Hispanics, you know what I mean, from entering the United States, oppress them on the border. Lock our children, our Hispanic children in cages. You understand? And they are so rich that billions of dollars could be given to, you know what I mean, to Ukraine to fight Russia. And them give so many money to, you know what I mean, whenever it's convenient. From them empire, them not have a problem to give billions of dollars away, trillions of dollars. But when it comes to blacks and Hispanics and native Indians, the children of Israel, see, they rather keep you out, them rather deport you, them rather keep you in the garrison, in the you know what I mean, inner cities. Them rather give you drugs, give you guns to kill each other. You know what I mean? Systematic racism, them kill you in the street. Them rather oppress you, even though they are so rich. You know what I mean? So even in them wealth, them still not happy as long as you dead. You know what I mean? You are still alive, wanting to survive. As long as you are alive, them not happy. Them not happy until you destroy. That is what make them happy, destroying you. And like I bring out yesterday in a class, in a brotherhood class, we work hard to build up them kingdom. And what them want to do, them want to send me to Africa with the rest of the sufferers them. You understand? With the sufferers them in Africa. Because them never want to share the wealth. Even though them say you're free, them emancipated from slavery. Them never want to give you a piece of them kingdom. No, you become like a pest to them. Now them a think about how to dispose of you. And Africa was that garbage dump that they wanted to send us to. You know what I mean? And them want to use a black leader, Marcus Garvey, to do it. You know what I mean? And as we say, Marcus Garvey never have the truth. So Marcus Garvey was, you know what I mean, doing their bidding, telling us to go back to Africa. Come to find out, see Marcus Garvey realized something about a certain African leader called Haile Selassie, that he was not with black people. And Marcus Garvey have to burn out Haile Selassie. You know what I mean? I think Marcus should have learned from that and know, say, yo, these Africans are not with us. And we are not Africans. Zin? But it all started with the oppressor wanted to get rid of us. You understand? And I see them way back then, them want to get rid of us. They might try to get rid of us today. You know what I mean? That's why you have so much people that try to make it into the United States and can't make it in because they want to keep you out. Even though them stole the land from our native Indians and, you know what I mean, our Hispanic brothers. Stole America, the entire North, Central, and South America, them steal, and the Caribbean. And don't think the Caribbean belong to us neither because you see the black faces ruling over us. You know what I mean? Those are just, you know what I mean, house slaves. Zin that them put in charge for continue the oppression. Them don't have our best interest at heart. When have they ever helped our people? There's so much things them could have do for better Jamaica and them don't do it. Why them don't do it? Because it is not in their interest to help the children of Israel. And it is no different everywhere we go. See? You understand? Everywhere we go are the same thing. Whether it be in Mexico, whether it be in Panama, whether it be in Guatemala, whether it be in North America, South America, everywhere the children of Israel are. You know what I mean? The oppression continue. See? And the oppressor is so rich. You know what I mean? But them don't want to see you better. They don't want to see you get better. You understand? But in our kingdom, you know what I mean? The gates will be of pearl. You know what I mean? And the street of the city will be pure gold. And who you think are going to bring in that gold? The same heathens who rule over us today. Them same one are going to bring it. You understand? Because when our king forward, you know, it now gonna be hugs and kisses. You know what I mean? It now gonna be a greeting, it now gonna be diplomacy. You know what I mean? The scripture tell you that he's gonna rule with a rod of iron. You understand? Yeah, man. Right, all right. So we're gonna jump to another scripture. We're gonna jump to a time where, you understand, we had gold wasn't a issue for us. We were rich as a people, a nation, you know what I mean, was the richest on the earth at that time. See? We are taught during the time of Solomon. And it said, this is the book of 1 Kings chapter 10. And let's start at verse. One second. Let's start at verse 16. And it said, and King Solomon made 200 targets of beaten gold. 600 shekels of gold went to one target. Verse 17. And he made 300 shields of beaten gold. 3 pounds of gold went to one shield, and the king put them in the house of the forest of Lebanon. Verse 18. Moreover, the king made great thrones of ivory and overlaid it with the best gold. Verse 19. The throne had 6 steps, and the top of the throne was round behind, and there were stays on either side, and the place of the seat, and 2 lions stood beside the stays. Verse 12. And 12 lions stood there on the one side, and on the other upon 6 steps. There was not the like made in any kingdom. Verse 21. And all King Solomon drinking vessel was of gold, and all the vessel of the house of the forest of Lebanon was of pure gold. None were of silver. It was nothing accounted for in the day of Solomon, right? So it make you know, say in the day of Solomon, gold and silver wasn't really accounted for, like at the least. You understand? At the least. And we are going to get back to a time even greater than that. You understand? We are going to get to a time where we are even more richer than that, because now we will be ruling the entire earth. You understand? Yeah, man. So now we're poor. We're in a poverty right now. Poor. See? We dig. We see something look sparkling. And because of our poverty, we assume it was gold. You understand? And we're not behaving in the right way. We were so excited. You know what I mean? The media portray us, you know what I mean, behaving in such a manner because we were excited that we thought we found gold. See? So that was what I call it, a hit and miss, so to speak. See? But when the kingdom of heaven forward, when our king, YAHANNA Mashiach forward, it won't be a hit and miss. You understand? It won't be a hit and miss. All right. Carl Black say, yo, you know what I mean? Most of these Africans are really not with us. You know what I mean? Especially the Ethiopians. You're so right, brother. See? We shouldn't align ourselves with the Africans. None at all. You understand? And that is the difference. All right. That is, you're going to find, say, that is a very controversial thing. You know what I mean? Especially with, you know what I mean, these fake Hebrew Israelites out there. They want to align us with Africa, along with the Rastafari community. It's very controversial that we say in the I.S.U.P.K. that the Africans are not our people. You know what I mean? Because now them start ask, well, y'all tell me say no Africans no come over here in a slavery, and y'all tell me say no Israelite no left over there. So you understand them? That question them with them ask to justify we accepting the Africans. But time and time again, it does prove us right. You understand? To prove command in general, you are right that we should not align ourselves with the Africans, none at all. We are not saying that you not have Israelites over there. See? But they are in the smallest minority. The majority of Israel over Yasso, the bulk, the majority, the what do I call it now? 90%, 90% of Israel is over here in the West, probably 99%. We shouldn't focus on Africa. I mean, you have Israelites in Saudi Arabia, you have Israelites in China. Should we now say Chinese are Israelites? You understand? So that's why we say, don't align yourself with Africa. Let them say, so no African no come over here so too. No, not that way. And so what if a few came over? Majority of us sold into slavery, 99%, as me say again, are Israel. You understand? The Africans, they weren't shooting in the dark, you know. They never had a shoot in the dark. They know who them a look for sell. When them ask the oppressor for musket gun and, you know what I mean, for gather up, you know what I mean, our people. Them never, I know mistake them make. Them know who them a go for. Them look on the clothes, them look on the dress code, them look on the language, them look on the cities. Them know who live over there. So the same way you live in our community, and you know who live over there. So from who live over in your community. You understand? You have culture barriers, you have language barriers, you have everything to identify who is who and who is not who. You understand? But our people get tripped up by skin color. You know what I mean? And for the most part, because in the world, you know what I mean, them brainwash us about Africa. Many of us, just like Christmas, just like Easter, we don't want to let it go. We don't want to let go the fact say, yo, those Africans are just not our people. Same way we don't want to let go Christmas. The same way we don't want to let go Easter because it feels good to believe in Christmas and Easter. It feels good to believe that, you know what I mean, Africans are our people. You understand? When, as me say, coming to this truth is not, you know what I mean, it's not you remaining in the same mentality that you were in the world. You have to come in at the truth and shed yourself for the world. Because a be lies them teach you out there. Be a lie. Everything a lie. You know what I mean? Everything with them teach we a lie. So that's why when we learn that we are Israelites now, guess what we have to do? We have to go so now, boop, and relearn everything. Relearn everything. And the reason why many of these fake Hebrew Israelites out there, you know what I mean, want to tie us to Africa. Them never want to relearn everything. Whoever learned from the I.S.U.P.K, you know what I mean? One prime example is, you know what I mean, the IUIC, when their leader was in the I.S.U.P.K, his disagreement was with the multiple wife thing. He no believe, say, you know what I mean, multiple wife is a good thing, or a man have the right to have more than one wife. That alone, he make him separate from the truth and go and form some group that is basically a Christian church. Because him not believe in that one thing. Because him probably watch too much Disney Channel or some crap like that and believe in this fake fairy tale madness. Or just outright a homosexual and does not love woman. You understand? So them little thing that them never shed themselves for the world. Them never come in at the truth and learn, say, yo, hey, everything when we know previous was a lie. We need to relearn. And that's the mindset you have to have when you forward in the truth, you know. Say everything what you did know was a lie. You understand? And if there's some truth to it, you learn it from a wrong perspective. You have to, you know, the spirit it wasn't right. You have to know the real spirit behind, you know what I mean, where you didn't know. See? Yeah, man, I saw it go, man. So you have Hebrew Israelite groups out there, you know what I mean, who once used to love Africa and now it don't feel right to them that we should left Africa. And them find every reason why to tie us to Africa. And them ask stupid questions like, you know what I mean? Well, all of Israel couldn't possibly come over here. Well, why not? Why not? I know God we are deal with. I know the Most High put us in captivity. Maybe you don't believe the Most High, you know what I mean, like you think. Maybe you don't think. And to me, it boils down to you're no different from a Christian. Christians read the Bible and them don't really believe the Bible, you know. You understand? When Christians read the Bible, they don't really believe it. They believe the parts that them like. You understand? So when them fake Hebrew Israelites they read the Bible and the Bible say I'm gonna put Israel into captivity by the means of ships. Then them not really believe say all Israel. And as me say, if it's even not all of Israel, rest assured that, you know what I mean, the small minority that is over Africa is not enough for us to want to save Africa. When it's time for the small minority that is over Israel, Africa, you know, a small minority of Israel who may be over there in Africa, when it's time for your YAHANNA forward, him will separate them from the Africans. It's not your job to separate them from the Africans. Focus on Israel over here. You understand? Focus on the Israelites them over here where you walk past every day. You know what I mean? And you don't show them no love and no compassion. But you want to go over Africa, go show them love. Focus on the people them over here. Like many of our leaders, them, you know what them do? They run, go to Africa, create schools in Africa, the rich of our people. You know what I mean? Donate millions of dollars to Africa. And them don't do the same over here. Them don't do the same thing over here. Why? Because it just boils down to not loving your own people and loving the Africans. And I can't understand that neither because I don't see nothing of the African them for love. The African them is, you know what I mean, this, boy, may I tell you, it's a terrible set. If there was ever an alien species on the face of the earth, the Africans them is that. You understand? Yeah, man. So just know that the people who were brought over here in chains, they are the most high chosen people. You know what I mean? And they are the special people. You know what I mean? That you should love. The love for the Africans, them, it comes through brainwashing. You understand? And like Carl Black pointed out, the Ethiopians, them don't love us. We over here, so we get brainwashed to believing that the Ethiopians, them, are Ethiopia is our motherland. You know what I mean? The Rastafari community teach us that, hey, we all should go back to Ethiopia. You understand? Go back to Ethiopia, Selassie have piece of land over there called Sashamane land. And people did take them up on them word and go over there. Went over to Ethiopia, Sashamane land, build schools, restaurants, and all them things there, but them noticed something. The Ethiopians were not, you know what I mean? The Ethiopians were not uniting with them or integrating with them. They're living like a Amish-like society. You know, like the Amish people, them who cut off from society, them, well, the Amish cut themselves off from society. But in Ethiopia, it is the Ethiopian them that shun the Rasta them will go over there. And them have to live in an Amish-like state until them need some help. Until them need somebody to teach them something. Teach them proper hygiene and all them things there. You understand? And they went over there in the thousands. And now, you're lucky if you find 200 of them there and them build up, them invest so much over there in Ethiopia. Schools, as me say, hotel. You know what I mean? I guess they thought there would be this big influx of people coming to Sashamani land to live there because apparently them think it's some prophecy from God. You understand? When all they found was, you know what I mean, prejudice and a fight from the Ethiopians. And nobody came because at the end of the day, pre this, and this is what you need to know. All who over here are sing, the rich, about, among the rest of them, the musicians that sing about Sashamani and Ethiopia, them still live in Jamaica. Or if them not live in Jamaica, them live in America or Britain. Why them don't go to Ethiopia? Them have the money, them have the wealth, can do it. Them now go. Them now go. Because at the end of the day, the brainwash is just for you. You believe in the propaganda where them are spread, and you go over there and you are sincere, and you go over there and you found out that it's not the heaven that they make it out to be. You understand? And at the same time, while you put in your hard work and have to be begging for help and support over there. See, them now forward. Them over here, sir, enjoy them life. Them riches. Them now bring them riches over there. You bring the little what you have over there and build it up and thought that you would have been successful. Well, them have much over here and them never bring it come, but them will sing a song telling you to go over there though. You understand? This African thing, it's not in our people heart forgot to know Africa. Our people want to go America, Britain, anywhere with the money there. We don't have Africa in our mind. Africa in our thoughts, Virgin. Zin, our love for Africa or the Africans them is the brainwash where them tell we say we are Africans or we are not. We no love Africa. That is not our cup of tea as a people. We are not bush people like the African them. We don't love bush. You understand? I know that we love as a people, as the children of Israel, we are royalty, virgin. We don't want to go, you know what I mean? We don't want to ride lions and tigers. And that we interested in it. When we see a lion, we run, gone. We don't feel like a lion for them nowhere near we. I know what's up with that. So when them tell we say we are Africans, then basically I say, yo, we come from a, you know what I mean, a kind of, yo, we are royalty, rude boy. And I mean, nobody fool you. We are royalty. You know what I mean? Even at the garrison where we live, we deal with it and, you know what I mean, some level of, you know what I mean, royalty. The Africans, them enjoy the mud and the dirt and the this and the that. Them enjoy the filth. Them enjoy them something that we don't enjoy that. I know what's something that. As me say in a yesterday class, Zin, is the oppressor that bring this back to Africa thing to we, you know. We never business born in Africa. We are wonder when we ever get peace of the kingdom where the oppressor force with build. When we ever get a piece of the cake. We work and build this. When we ever get a piece of this, but the oppressor theme plan was to get us back into Africa. When we fled into Africa in 70 AD because of convenience, for safety, we flee from persecution. We wouldn't go to Africa in other circumstances. Who would go into the jungle, into the mountains? Unless you are, you know who go into the mountains? Wanted man and we call it now wanted men and guerrilla fighters, and that's what we had to be when our kingdom get overthrown. We became like wanted men. See him like how the wanted man them have open at the hills and all them thing there. That is Africa, the hills, the bush. You understand? We don't love bush. We love, you know, as a people, we love luxury. We love to live in, you know what I mean, in a civilized, cause and I like say, we just love vanity, you know. We make wherever we go civilized, not the Africans. The Africans will live in a tent. Rather than come together and build a nice structure. Then we just live in that tent with the cows and bathe with the cow piss and do all sorts of filthy. We don't know what style that. I know what's up with that. I know so we stay. You understand? Well, no, so Jacob Pitney them stay, virgin. Jacob Pitney them no love bush. We got bush, we lost a bush. Yeah, I mean, we got bush and last. We know we way through no bush. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. All right, let me get back to them scripture here still. Zine. All right, so this is the book of Isaiah chapter 60 and 11. And it says, therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentile. Right, so that is how our streets will be paved with gold. You know what I mean? These other nations will pay tribute to us the same way the IMF squeeze us dry. And we won't be as oppressive as them. You know what I mean? Because we will rule with righteousness, not tyranny. You understand? But the IMF, we pay tribute to the IMF because of the debt. We pay tribute to, you know what I mean? We pay black people, work, build this empire. You know what I mean? We are under servitude under these people. Every nation upon the face of the earth. You understand? We are indebted, in debt to. You know what I mean? In some way, shape, or form. See? But the tables will turn. And these same Gentiles, I'm going to read this again. This is the book of Isaiah 60 and 11. And it says, therefore, thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles. Talking about the riches of the Gentiles. You understand? And their kings may be brought. So them kings are going to be brought in chains. You understand? Yeah, man, and all your wealth. After them lose the war to us, because them are going to lose the final war. You know what I mean? We will go there and hunt them like how they hunted us. And they will lose, and we will take their riches, them gold. You know what I mean? Them diamonds, all them precious stones. And we will bring their kings, them leaders in chains. You understand? That is how our streets will be paved with gold. These same Gentiles will work and build our kingdom. You understand? They will work like how we work under bondage, under slavery. See? Yeah, man, they will work and build our kingdom. And now we will be able to rule. We will be the first class citizen in our kingdom. We will enjoy the riches and the luxury and all the good things. You know what I mean? We will set the laws on the earth. Righteous laws. You understand? And our enemies, the other nations, them, will serve us. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, and that is righteous. You understand? That is the right way to go. And that is what the future holds. And as I say, we live in interesting times right now, you know. So, World War, you know what I mean? Nuclear destruction is at hand. You know what I mean? And after the nuclear destruction, you know what forward next. Zine? But if you want to survive that nuclear destruction, you have to come back to the covenant that you have with the Most High, because the Most High bring that nuclear destruction. And as the scripture tell you already, you know, 2/3 of our people now go make it. You understand? You don't want born back in the kingdom, you know. You want to walk in, because if you have to dead in this Armageddon way forward, trust me, it now go nice. See? Now go pretty. So, you know what I mean? Do the right thing. Learn from the I.S.U.P.K. Support the I.S.U.P.K. Come join the I.S.U.P.K. And every day, we will still make you know that the I.S.U.P.K. is the home of the truth. There is none other than the I.S.U.P.K. None. See? Not no fake Hebrew Israelites. Not no Christian church. Not no Rastafariism. Not no Muslim. You understand? It is the I.S.U.P.K. who have the truth, who brought out the truth, and the I.S.U.P.K. has been around since 1969, and the I.S.U.P.K. has never stopped. You know what I mean? So you should be suspicious of anybody else calling themselves the Hebrew Israelites. You should question them and interrogate them and ask them why they are not in the I.S.U.P.K. You understand? Yeah, man. And with that, we will jump to the security announcement because, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Remember to like this video, like this class, subscribe to I.S.U.P.K Jamaica. See? I mean, if you have questions, just leave your questions in the chat. Share on our social media platforms as well. And we'll jump to the security announcements now. All right, so these are the I.S.U.P.K security announcements, where the I.S.U.P.K started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or a sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, you can find this in the book of Numbers chapter 18 and 21, and Malachi chapter 3 verse 8 to 10, means tenth in the Hebrew and it's pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund. All right, well, if you want to pay your tithes in, remember to go to ISUPK144.com. You understand? Or go to the Zelly tithes at ISUPK.com. You understand? I'm put the website up on the screen. See? 1 second. See? At the top, you will see tithes and donations. So just pay your tithes, support the truth. You know what I mean? You know the thing already. Stop feeding the Christian pastor. Wait, I'm put it up on the screen. Salakia. Stop feeding the Christian pastor. You know what I mean? And all he does is teach lies. And don't even teach the Bible. You understand? Yeah, man. All right, so priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you'd like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation. All right, so the next Holy Convocation is the Feast of Purim, which is the 14th day and the 15th day of the 12th month, which is Sunday, the 5th of March and Monday, the 6th of March. You understand? This, you can find this in the book of Esther 9, verse 20 to 31. Reminding Akiam and Akwatiam to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and material. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he needs to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. All right, so we're going to add the next link now. See, the sign out link. So remember for sign in and sign out. See? All right, 1 second. All right, so the sign out link is there. So remember for sign out. We're going to set it up. We're going to turn and face the east now. Sarah Wapanya Akwadam. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew and then in English. Abanawa, Shabashamayam, Kwadash, Aya, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakwatka, Taba'a, Ratazaka, Aya, Aisha, Baharataza, Kawa, Aya, Bashamayam, Nathanlanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaklanawa, Kawabwatnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kawabwatianawa, Wala'a, Thabaya Anawa, Panasayawan, Abal, Awashainawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwat, Wa'ala, Wa'athaparat, La'ayawalamiam. Amen. In English. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever so be it. Amen. All right, this is the prayer for the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahawashi, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the Edomites, and the nations, and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Pasikomatazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airways, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahawashi, Michael and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that has done it. Cause it to be spread through the media, throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahawashi. Thank you, so be it. All right, this is the prayer for the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahawashi, Ba'wakasha, Nathan Lanawa, Hakak, Hakak, Larapa'a, Kalmakala, Wakal Marawa, Hakak, Lata'ar, Amatazarayam, Hakak, La'akwayam, Hamafyam, Hakak, Al-Rakawat, Atama'ala, Lagarasham, Ba'asham Ya'awashai, Tuwara Aman, in English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahawashi, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it. All right, this is the prayer for the blessings to bless Israel. Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushua, Barak Lanawa, Wayasharala, Wa'a, Bayatsapariam, Barak, Rapa'a, Magan, Hagan, Commanding General Yahanna, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, the young men and the sisters, Ba'asham Yahushua, toward our man. In English, what we said was, Lord, in the name of Jesus, bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones in the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it. All right, Sarah, which means a turn. We're going to give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel. Imadu Shabbat. Imadu. Barak. Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushua Barakatham. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters, men of Israel. Imadu Shabbat. Imadu. Barak. Yahweh Shamar Alathan Ba'asham Yahushua. Yademata. Class dismissed. All right, remember to fill out the sign up sheet. You understand? Sign in and out. You understand? If you have questions, you know the thing, go. Just leave them in the chat. You know what I mean? Remember to subscribe to I.S.U.P.K Jamaica. Share this class and all our videos. You understand? What you can do, you know? What you can do, if you have a WhatsApp account, you can just create a group, call it I.S.U.P.K Jamaica. Add your contacts to that group. And whenever classes, you know what I mean, and videos are uploaded, you just share it in that group so that the contacts that you add to that group can see the classes. You understand? Yeah, man. And you can also share on Facebook groups as well, or in Facebook groups. So you can join Facebook groups and share the classes, you know what I mean, and the videos. You understand? So we can fish in our people. You understand? Yeah, man. And with that, we have a close out with some more I.S.U.P.K music. You know what I mean? So, shalom.
Yeah, on 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and their head with that shit. Fine in, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I did it, nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, up to solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for it, I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga. Watch yourself. They said you been in beast mode lately. You is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, the firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin. No kindness, I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. And it feel like Jeepers Creepers. Say they want some smoke, dog. So I brought these chimney sweeps. Coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we running, bitch. Don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till them do us part. If you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine in. I ain't show no ain't know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking. I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust. Now I'm too clean. Don't know why they hate me. What you want all life, dog? Guns and butter, baby boy. UPK top, dog. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that E-Line into a damn tank. I got chopper stash in the attic like they Air Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides. Gotta choose your colors. See, I'm throwing that one up with that W. That's my blood, bro. Fine in. I ain't show no mercy. I'm gonna show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel. I got time to kill. Haters thought I died. I survived. They don't know how I did it. Got it out the dust. Straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He's nice, but he don't show the skills how I show the skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a made. Circle tight. Yeah, back and still. Said they want my life. I ain't worried. I got Ray for real.
I got you. Let it vibe real quick. Look.
The city eyes. It's time to Bogart. My God, a real nigga. Cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure. Got that shot in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard. Tell them it's all true. Be cautious. That foundation faulty to fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit 50 times two. Ain't no more heart in this game. I'm John Q. Colder than the avalanche. Way above average. Fierce taste. He told him make me an apple tree. Left us in the valley full of bones. This where hope found. Java, come on, man. Dark sands get broke down. Riding through Evans to a small quad. Telling me how the crackers turn his child into a ghost town. Poke a stop, nigga. I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Let my light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, no tangent. Try to warn them niggas we bear arms like tarantula. Them mother niggas rap, I make anthems. I really seen prophets under this banner. Make my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I wanted black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that sunk dirty Diana. Look, I move like a Brazilian, precious cargo, spirit ancient, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Wardo. Sleep if they won't, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Pay me for his name, so I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me dumb, I don't feel much. Ride around with Yara, just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than Baby's kid. Remember I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence, yeah.